Look, there really is a gate of hell. This is Fengdu Ghost City, a place said to be so terrifying that even the bravest people become frightened once they enter. During the daytime, as you can see, this place is packed with visitors. But according to local stories, after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, no one dares to enter. Those of you who are brave, follow me. Those who are easily frightened had better stop watching now. The moment you hear the name Ghost City, it already sounds dark and terrifying. Inside, people climb mountains of blades, descend into seas of fire, and encounter entire groups of vicious ghosts. But do you know what kind of people are sent to hell? And just how terrifying are the 18 levels of hell? Next, Muzi will take you inside to have a look. Let's go. We have now entered the scenic area. There are 2 ways to reach the top of the mountain. Many people are lining up over here to take the cable car. Over there is the walking route up the mountain. Actually, the mountain here is not very high, and walking to the top does not take very long. So we are going to choose to walk up the mountain. Let's go. Fengdu Ghost City has a history of more than 2,000 years. However, before entering the 18 levels of hell, visitors must pass through 3 checkpoints. The first checkpoint is the Naihe Bridge behind me. The Naihe Bridge is said to be the route that every soul must take before being reincarnated. Below the Naihe Bridge lies an abyss, thousands of feet deep, surrounded by clouds and mist. No one knows what awaits them in their next life. According to legend, this bridge connects the world of the living with the underworld. Countless hideous and vicious ghosts guard the Naihe Bridge, making the journey extremely dangerous. The bridge is said to be only 3 palms wide, while the area beneath it is covered with poisonous insects. Those who wish to cross must pass over the Naihe Bridge in only 3 steps. People who committed shameful or immoral acts during their lifetime are said to lose their balance while crossing the bridge and fall into the abyss below. The Naihe Bridge represents the helpless separation from one's previous life, the unexpected reunion in this life, and the uncertain possibility of meeting again in the next life. After crossing the Naihe Bridge, every soul must drink a bowl of mengpo soup. Once the soup is consumed, all the love, hatred, gratitude, and resentment from that person's life will disappear like smoke. Mengpo soup comes from an ancient Chinese legend. According to the legend, human beings are repeatedly reincarnated through countless lifetimes. However, those who enter this endless cycle cannot retain the memories of their previous lives. This is because before every person is reincarnated, they must cross the Naihe Bridge and drink mengpa soup, which makes them forget everything that happened in the past. Therefore, while walking across the Naihe Bridge, a person is experiencing the final moment in which they still possess the memories of their current life. At that moment, many people are still deeply attached to unfulfilled wishes from their previous lives. Yet they also clearly understand that those wishes can never be realized. Because of this, they let out a long and helpless sigh. This is also why the bridge connecting the different cycles of reincarnation is called the Naihe Bridge, the Bridge of Helplessness. Over here, there is a stone structure called the Xingchen Pier Fortune-Turning Stone. This enormous yin-yang stone is said to bring good luck. It consists of a yin stone weighing 365 jin and a yang stone weighing 500 jin. According to legend, anyone who can make the 2 yin and yang stones fit together perfectly will receive good fortune and a change of luck. Since Muzi has come here today, I will also touch it and try to turn it on your behalf. Wow. No, I cannot move it at all. It is far too heavy. Let's just touch it for good luck. Along the way, there are also 33 steps known as the 33 heavens. They are also called the Stairway to Heaven. Every step you climb represents ascending to another level of heaven. According to local belief, anyone hoping for a smooth life and prosperous business should climb all the way up without stopping. It symbolizes rising to heaven in a single step. Today, Muzi will also climb these stairs. I wish all of you success in your careers and prosperity in your businesses. After reaching the top, we arrive at the second checkpoint, the Gate of Hell. This gate is the necessary entrance into the underworld. It is also the dividing line between the human world and hell. Look at both sides. There are so many vicious ghosts. They are terrifying. Those who are easily frightened should stop watching now. People say that walking through Ghost City can help you live to the age of 99, and that crossing the gate of hell can bring peace and safety throughout your life. Now follow Muzi as we cross the gate of hell together. Once we pass through it, we will be able to see the underworld. Let's go. This is the Yellow Springs Road. The road behind me is the legendary road people often refer to when they talk about the journey to the underworld. However, the underworld has a rule. Once you begin walking along the Yellow Springs Road, you are not allowed to turn around. Does anyone know why? It is because after crossing the Yellow Springs Road, the soul arrives at the homesickness platform. According to legend, within 7 days after a person dies, their soul will come to the homesickness platform and look back toward their hometown. After drinking mangpa soup, this becomes their final opportunity to look at the human world. Afterward, they can let go of their worries and peacefully enter reincarnation. Over here is the final checkpoint before entering the underworld. This is the Tianzi Palace, which is the palace of the King of Hell. At the entrance, there is a huge stone called the Sin Testing Stone. It is said that after a person dies, their soul must stand on 1 foot on top of the Sin Testing Stone. They must hold their chest high, raise their head, and look toward the 4 large characters in front of them, which read, "Divine eyes are like lightning." They are then examined and judged. Those who accumulated virtue and performed good deeds while living in the human world will pass the test smoothly. Those who committed many evil acts will be sent into the 18 levels of hell to receive punishment. Therefore, before entering, everyone who comes here must also step onto the stone and try the test. You must remain standing on it for 3 seconds. Anyone who can stand steadily will pass successfully. However, anyone who cannot remain balanced is said to have committed bad deeds during their lifetime. Because they feel guilty and frightened inside, they cannot stand steadily. After death, they will be sent to hell. Take a careful look at this stone. There is a small raised bump in the middle. It is not a flat surface, so standing on it is not easy. Today, Muzi will also give it a try. 1, 2, 3. I pass. Ha ha ha. We have now arrived at the entrance to hell. The first figure we see is white impermanence. Many people ask why black impermanence is not here. That is because black and white impermanence are usually seen working together. However, according to legend, black and white impermanence have different responsibilities. White impermanence is responsible for receiving good people who accumulated virtue and performed good deeds. Black impermanence, on the other hand, is responsible for judging evil people. That is why white impermanence is standing outside, while black impermanence is waiting inside. We are now entering the Tianzi Palace. Look at this enormous threshold. It is incredibly high. Fortunately, Muzi has long legs. After crossing the threshold, we can see black impermanence. He is dressed in black and carries a soul-capturing chain. He is a ghostly officer responsible for capturing souls. Together with white impermanence, he is responsible for taking lives and escorting souls into the underworld. The figure beside him is Oxhead. Where is Horseface? Let's turn around. Over here is Horseface. Their job is to bring the souls of people who have just died in the human world into the underworld. They assist the King of Hell and the judges in managing the affairs of the underworld. They are specifically responsible for escorting people who committed evil deeds in the human world to the palace of the King of Hell after death, where they will be judged. According to the result of the judgment, the criminals are then sent to the appropriate place to receive their punishment. For criminals who refuse to accept the judgment, Oxhead and Horseface use violent methods against them. For example, they may stab them with this steel fork. After lifting them with the fork, they may throw them directly into Avicii Hell, the hell of uninterrupted suffering. After turning around, we can see 2 figures over here. Look over there. There are another 2 figures. There are 4 of them in total. They are the 4 great judges of the underworld. The tall and imposing figure in the center is Yama, the King of Hell and ruler of the underworld. Inside this area are the 18 levels of hell. Let's take a look. As you can see, many different forms of punishment are displayed here. Some people must climb mountains of blades, while others are thrown into seas of fire. But what kind of people are sentenced to climb mountains of blades or descend into seas of fire? Those who committed many evil acts and indiscriminately killed innocent people during their lifetime would be sentenced to climb the mountain of blades. Thieves and robbers, those who bullied the kind and oppressed the weak. Those who abducted and deceived women and children, those who falsely accused or slandered others, and those who schemed to seize other people's wealth or abused their power, would all be sent to the hell of boiling oil after death. After watching this video, do you feel frightened? In fact, the purpose of all these stories and displays is simply to teach people to perform more good deeds and avoid committing evil acts. As the old saying goes, a family that accumulates goodness will always have blessings left over, while a family that accumulates evil will inevitably suffer lasting misfortune. Thank you for joining us on this mysterious journey through Fengdu Ghost City. Whether these legends are real or simply ancient stories meant to teach people to do good and avoid evil, they remain a fascinating part of traditional Chinese culture. What do you think about the 18 levels of hell and the legends of the underworld? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you will not miss our next journey. See you in the next video.